folks, welcome in to AMW-TV. We got a big interview, exclusive interview with Jordan Clearwater coming up. But first, a little bit of what happened last week. Of course, Jordan Clearwater contract signing with Stan Sierra, Phil Fair, there to oversee this transaction of sorts. But he had plans of his own. Phil Fair comes out with a contract offering Jordan Clearwater an opportunity to be managed by him, joining the team, offering him a fair deal, so to speak. But the young Jordan Clearwater wants his championship match, does not sign Phil's contract, and then tempers started to flare and things devolved really, really quickly here on AMW-TV. As you see, Phil Fair taking a shot, Clearwater fighting back. And this is where it, plainly, folks, just gets out of hand. The champion, Stan Sierra, comes from behind with what we found to be a wire clothes hanger. And this is hard to watch, but chokes the young man. And you see the aftermath right here. Just a terrible situation. Jordan Clearwater carried out by AMW superstars, but again, he is here with us today. Let's talk to Jordan. Folks, I'm here with Jordan Clearwater. Jordan, we've had tons of messages, tons of calls asking about how you're doing. I finally tracked you down, but I mean, you folks can see the damage left behind by Stan Sierra, Jordan. But I gotta know, do you have anything to tell the fans?
Nathan, I've been hurt before. Stan Lee, Bo James, they've hurt me. But this time was different. Stan Sierra choked me out. And as I lay there, my eyes closing, I thought I was done. Gone for good, dead. Family, friends all tell me to quit wrestling. This is it. How much longer can you do this? But if I quit, they win. And they're not going to win. On Thanksgiving, I'm coming. I'm coming for that title. And this is my fight. This is my battle. And I will win. You're going to see a side of Jordan Clearwater no one's seen before. Even myself. But it's necessary and it's time. And I'm coming for that title.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Are you a member of a church group? Are you a member of a sports team, local school, volunteer fire department, or any other nonprofit? Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling for a fundraiser to bring money to your organization. Have some fun, a night of professional wrestling, fun for the entire family, earn some money. Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and help make wrestling great again.
Don't miss this. It's a November to remember. The TV stars of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling are coming to a town near you. AMW returns to Jackson, Kentucky, Friday, November 24th, bell time 7:30 at the Breathitt County High School for a Black and Blue Friday. Holiday Super Card, biggest AMW card ever in Jackson. It's the night of the year. AMW presents Thanksgiving Turmoil, Thanksgiving night, Thursday, November 23rd, bell time 7:30. A.B. Combs Elementary School. Holiday Extravaganza, 6 all-star matches. AMW debuts in Whitesburg. Friday, November 17th at the Letcher County Central High School for a special November to Remember card. Triple main event in Whitesburg. Now, let's hear these words about upcoming events in a town near you.
Folks, the November to Remember rolls on in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. The 17th Letcher Central High School in Whitesburg, Kentucky. We've got Stan the Man Lee taking on Kyle Maggard in an Appalachian Mountain Massacre match, and that match goes until someone does not answer the 10 count.
Right. And I'm going to speak for my friend Stan Lee right here. First of all, Letcher County is good for us because we don't have to come that far into Kentucky. But Kyle Maggard has asked for it. He wanted it. He's going to get it November 17th right there in Whitesburg, Kentucky. And speaking of getting it, Jordan Clearwater got it on this television program last week and the week before, and he's going to get it this Friday night because he is afraid. He knows what I can do to him. He knows what Stan Sierra can do to him. So he went and got that big 7-foot, 500-pound sack of mess to come after us right there in Whitesburg, and I'm glad to shake Phil's hand right here. We had a little strife between us over the championship match, but we're together.
That's right, Bo. I like to say I'm sorry you lost. I really am, but I'd much rather have you on my team than going against you. And Jordan Clearwater and Jake Brake, that night in Whitesburg, you guys are going to find out exactly what a fair deal is all about.
Because your lights are going out for good.
Folks, and there he is, the champion, Sexy Stan Sierra, accompanied to the ring by Phil Fair. He's taking on Kyle Maggard tonight in a non-title match, a match that will be a main event anywhere, and you see it here on AMW-TV. And here he comes, folks. Kyle Maggard, a Lemon Juice McGee here at ringside tonight with him. Maybe that'll even the score a little bit if Phil Fair tries to get involved. Lemon Juice there to keep the peace, so to speak. But we're just going to go ahead and get started, folks. Stan Sierra, crowd giving it to him, and he's giving it right back. You talk about such a run in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Stan Sierra been the champion for coming up on a year, and really been fighting to keep that. Phil Fair, a lot to do with how long Stan has been the champion, but Kyle Maggard been one of those guys, been on his heels the entire time, barred from really getting a championship match after coming up short a few times, but Kyle Maggard gets a non-title match here tonight, and we'll see if he can prove that he is the man in AMW by getting a win over the champ. The crowd continuing to give it to Stan and Phil. A November 17th, this Friday night, folks, come on out to Letcher Central, Whitesburg, Kentucky for the November to Remember tour. Man, Stan Sierra taking his time getting this one started and really getting into it with these fans. But again, November to Remember, this Friday night. Letcher Central, we make our debut in Whitesburg, Kentucky. Been trying to work that out for some time, and now it's going to happen for you fans over in Letcher County. Come on, and the surrounding areas. Come on out, Wise County, Virginia. Here we go. We've got them locked up. Champion backs the challenger into the corner. Again, this is a non-title matchup. Oh, Kyle Maggard catches the shot, and he is on fire. Throws the champ off the ropes, taking him off his feet. And the huge body slam, putting him down with ease, and the champion retreats to ringside, folks. Phil Fair, Stan Sierra regrouping at ringside. And Phil Fair spouting off nonsense as usual. No tights pulled, no nothing. Nothing against the rules in here, Phil. Just good old-fashioned wrestling. If he can calm down for a minute. Champion back into the ring. The rake to the eyes. And right into the turnbuckle. Trying for it again. Kyle Maggard fighting it. Shot to the gut. And the champion into the turnbuckle. And he is going for a ride. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the last one. And he eats it multiple times. Kyle Maggard really on fire right now, folks. He's going to have to get off of him. Whew. Going for the cover. The flurry in the turnbuckle earns Kyle Maggard a 2 count only against the champ. Champ really reeling here. The big shot from Maggard. Into the next turnbuckle, and here he comes. Oh! Knees up into Maggard. Kyle down after the big lariat from Sexy Stanciera, the champ. Standing tall here now. And letting the crowd know all about it. Big elbow drop. And another. A third. And a cover. Maggard gets the shoulder up. Phil Fair pleading from ringside. Maggard starting to stir. Lemon Juice McGee pleading from ringside. And folks, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back on Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Kyle Maggard here with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the premier wrestling organization in Southeast Kentucky. No, Southeast United States. Now, our offices get flooded with questions day in and day out about how you can get your Appalachian Mountain Wrestling merchandise. Well, I'm here to tell you now. You can go to ebay.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, find our online store there. You can get your own Appalachian Mountain Wrestling shirt that I'm wearing. You can get all of our special DVD tapings, whether it's Thanksgiving Turmoil, Hardwired, Weekends of Champion, Summer Bash. Get your special superstar photos. Get them signed, get them unsigned. Prices may vary, but all the products are the same, and that's simply the best because we're Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and we're making wrestling.
Don't miss this. It's a November to remember. The TV stars of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling are coming to a town near you. AMW returns to Jackson, Kentucky, Friday, November 24th, bell time 7:30 at the Breathitt County High School for a Black and Blue Friday. Holiday Super Card, biggest AMW card ever in Jackson. It's the night of the year. AMW presents Thanksgiving Turmoil, Thanksgiving night, Thursday, November 23rd, bell time 7:30. A.B. Combs Elementary School. Holiday Extravaganza, 6 all-star matches. AMW debuts in Whitesburg. Friday, November 17th at the Letcher County Central High School for a special November to Remember card. Triple main event in Whitesburg. Now, let's hear these words about upcoming events in a town near you.
Folks, the November to Remember continues in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. November 17th, Letcher Central High School in Whitesburg, Kentucky. Kyle Maggard, you're taking on Stan Lee in an Appalachian Mountain massacre match. Anything goes in this matchup, but if you don't answer the 10 count, you lose.
You're right, Nathan. Anything goes. If I don't get up to the count of 10, I lose. Well, Stan, I tell you what, I've been so sick and tired of you over and over, and all the James clan. And I'm finally glad to get a match like this. That way I can put you down. I can beat you to a pulp. I can make you cry to your mama. When I'm done with you, they're going to think that one of the Letcher Central Cougars mauled you, son. You better be ready.
And Lemon Juice McGee here, your client, Big Rig Jake Break, teaming up with Jordan Clearwater in a matchup against Bo James, Stan Sierra. Tell us a little bit about this one.
That's right. You know, Jordan Clearwater, he's pretty much on his own out there. He's taking care of his own stuff. We're out there to make sure things stay on the up and up. And feel fair, if you stick your nose where it doesn't belong, I'm not above punching you right in your mouth.
And folks, we return here on Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the conclusion of this thrilling matchup between Stan Sierra and Kyle Maggard. Both men struggling to get up. Kyle Maggard crawling to the cover. Champ gets the arm up. And the rake to the eyes. Champ going for the neck breaker, but he gets a shot right to the face, and that might be it. Just a 1 count there. That's just pure reaction from Stan Sierra. And there he gets the neck breaker. And Kyle Maggard gets the shoulder up, but you see it barely, just barely comes up. And the choke. Lemon Juice McGee pleading for some help for the referee to break up that choke. Champ breaks it before the end of the count, and now Maggard's in the turnbuckle. And Sierra is on cruise control here, folks. Oh, Kyle Maggard whips him into the corner. The big splash from the big man. And Stan Sierra dodges it. Ducks and dodges. And Kyle Maggard could be in trouble here. The drop kick from the top rope from the champ. And folks, that's got to be it. Folks, barely. Kyle Maggard may have had his shoulder up an inch, but that's all it takes. That's just how close this matchup is. Phil Fair giving it to the crowd. Another choke. Ref didn't catch it to the last second there. Phil Fair making a fuss at ringside. And we got a guy that's going to take, trying to take Phil out. Looks like we got a abdominal stretch of sorts here on Kyle Maggard. Trying to fight his way out of it. Phil Fair trying to give some help to the champ there from ringside. Ref on the other side doesn't see it. Referee pointing at him, sensed something's wrong, but he didn't see it. And they're back at it again. And here comes Lemon Juice. Maggard back up. throwing shots, but he's taken right off his feet. Grounded by the champion. Crowd and Lemon Juice pleading. Got the choke in. Maggard trying to fight his way out. Comes off the rope, ducks the clothesline, but takes the flying knee from the champion, and the champ is really just on his A game today. And Phil Fair enjoying the spoils of what looks to be a victory here if things keep going this way, but I cannot count out Kyle Maggard. Never have, never will. The choke. Back at it again. Sierra pulls Maggard up and then knocks him right back down. Comes off the ropes, but the big power slam there from Maggard out of nowhere. Both men down. That might have been just about all Maggard had left in the tank. But the champ doesn't look like he's running on a full tank either, folks. These guys are spent. Absolutely spent. Big shot from Kyle. And another. And folks, Kyle Maggard, reverse atomic drop. Big shoulder tackle. He might be trying to end it right here. He's got him up. And folks, we've got the Destroyer, Bo James, and Stan Lee in the ring here. And you got to think Kyle Maggard well on his way to victory. Oh, my goodness. Refs called for the bell. And what else would you expect from these guys? But here comes the cavalry. Clinton Stacy, Crutch, Eddie Browning coming in, evening the score. And now Kyle Maggard is having his way with Stan Sierra. And it looks like the Kentucky boys have gained the upper hand here as the Tennessee folks and Stan Sierra and the champion Phil Fair now at ringside looking on. But you got to think that this is not the end here as Bo James takes a shot at the referee at the last minute. But we got to think that this is not the end here. Kyle Maggard proves that Stan Sierra is not as untouchable as Phil Fair and he would like you to think.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification, Kyle Maggard.
Kyle Maggard wins the match. Non-title doesn't, and it's a DQ, so he does not get the title. But you got to think that Kyle Maggard, it's a shame he's been barred from championship matches, but he proved that he can hang here tonight. And what about the folks from Tennessee still continuing to do the dirty things they always do? Will someone stop them, folks? Who knows? We will find out as things progress here on Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Join us again next week, same time, same channel. Bring a friend. And remember, this Friday night, Whitesburg, Kentucky, Letcher County Central, November to remember. We'll see you next week.
Folks, I'm here with some of these Kentucky boys who say they have a challenge to lay out for Thanksgiving night in Hazard, Kentucky.
You know, Nate, I am so sick and tired of Bo James and the Tennessee 2 with that little tramp that they've got walking around behind them. Every night that we walk into the ring, one of those three comes in, they step into our business. It usually ends up either 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 3-on-2. But boys, listen, we've got the big guy back. We're coming for you. What do you think, Kyle?
What we've got in mind, boys, is simply put a match with the three of you and the three of us. 6 men walk in the Hazard, only 3 walk out. The reason being, we don't care if AMW sanctions it. We don't care what the rules are. We don't want any rules. We want anything to go because we're sick and tired of you. Ain't that right, Big C?
That's right. I said before, I'm glad to be back in AMW. And I said not many things have changed because Bo James is still running around here, and the only thing different is his henchman. Well, there's something else different this time, boys. Eddie Brown and Kyle Maggard, Big C, Clinton Stacy, we're coming for you.
Folks, I'm here with the family from Tennessee, and I got news for you guys.
You put your hand over your heart when you talk about Tennessee.
Well, Bo, I'm king of the mountains. You guys accomplished a lot as a team here, as a team from Tennessee, and we've got a team that's laid out a challenge for you guys. Thanksgiving night, Kyle Maggard, Eddie Browning, Clinton Stacy want you guys 3-on-3, whatever rules anybody wants to go by. Plenty of rules, no holds barred, whatever you want. They say three of you guys walk in, those three walk in.
Are they really that dumb?
They want this shot.
They're from Kentucky, aren't they?
They're all from Kentucky.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to look right here in this camera because I know there's all kinds of Kentuckians. There's all kinds of West Virginians. There's all kinds of Virginians. There's all kinds of Tennesseans watching us. Appalachian people, good, hard-working, strong-backed people out there from the Appalachians. I want to tell them right here, they know what a fight is. Our heroes like Smiling Sid Hatfield, like Daniel Boone, like Davy Crockett, like all these tough men that came from the Appalachians, that paved a way to the West, that made this country great. They all had something in common. They were not afraid to take these right here and punch somebody right in the face. You know, Daniel Boone, he settled a lot of stuff with his hands and feet. Daniel Boone settled a lot of stuff with people on the Pioneers where he just challenged them to a fight, no holds barred, let's go. No rules. That's what they want. We'll give it to them. Anything goes. That's what they want. You remember I carry a bullwhip. You don't know what these two have because we haven't shown it yet. You know we got a flagpole back here. You know we got all kinds of stuff we can use Thanksgiving night. And Eddie Browning, I heard you were the one that made the challenge first. And last Thanksgiving you humiliated me. You humiliated her as they tarred and feathered us right there in Hazard. This Thanksgiving night, I'm going to humiliate you.
Revenge is coming.
Right, revenge, a reckoning. Clinton Stacy, you should have stayed gone. You should have never came back. I beat you up so bad you was here last time. I snatched you bald-headed and I whipped you for being bald. And Kyle Maggard, you're just too stupid. You keep coming back. You won't lay down. You won't give up. You won't realize you cannot beat us. Thanksgiving night, they said 6 men walk in and 3 walk out. No, there's only going to be 3 walk in right here, Tennessee. There's only going to be 3 walk out, Tennessee. And I don't want to see any of you Kentucky Hill Jacks with your big blue Kentucky flags out there Thanksgiving night, because we're going to have our flag, the only flag that matters. The volunteer state, the greatest state in this country. Without this, there would be no Kentucky. Without Tennessee, there'd be no Arkansas. Without Tennessee, there would be no Texas. Without Tennessee, there wouldn't be the great Wild West. Without Tennessee, you would have nothing. And we're going to prove it. Kentucky is nothing. Thanksgiving night, after you've carved up your potted meat, after you've carved up your Spam, after you've ate your crackers, you bring your ugly kids down there, you bring your big fat wives down there, you sit ringside, and you look in the ring, and you tell them, son, there goes greatness. Darling, there goes greatness. That's how you whoop a man. That's how you hurt a man. Thanksgiving night, the 3 of us look across the ring at Kentucky's favorite sons. And when we leave, everybody in Hazard, Kentucky is going to be crying. They're going to have tears. You're going to have to hand out crying towels. Thanksgiving night, we accept a challenge. Thanksgiving night, we come not to beat you. We come not to wrestle you. Thanksgiving night, we come to cripple you. We come to humiliate you. We come to prove we are the greatest. Nobody from Kentucky, nobody from West Virginia, nobody from Virginia, nobody from anywhere in the world can beat this trio of Tennessee Stallions. And I don't care if you bring the whole Kentucky battalion, because here we are, and we're ready for you.